Hi again everyone, today I'm going to be breaking down another custom zombies map named ZM Downtown V2. This map is a port from the game Gary's Mod, originally titled RP underscore downtown underscore V2, which according to the wiki is known as one of the most iconic and recognizable roleplay maps within the game. Some features of the map include custom weapons, player models, and enemies from Half-Life 2. Multiple wonder weapons, a buyable ending unlocked through soul boxes, and much more. As always, you can find this map through the Steam Workshop as well as linked below. It was posted by a user named Greg on July 7th and has a 5-star rating with 389 reviews. When the game begins, the player will be greeted with dialogue lines from one of 4 characters from the game Half-Life 2.
When this is all over,
I am Father Grigori. You have already met my congregation.
You will spawn in as one of these 4 characters, either a generic citizen, Father Grigori, G-Man, or Barney Calhoun, wielding the 9mm pistol as your starting weapon. The starting area you spawn in is part of the larger town square, separated into 2 locations by debris. The enemies on the map, also models from Half-Life 2, run at you from the very start, giving you no time to relax, and come complete with terrifying audio from the game. In this starting area, the player can find both the Mauser M712 pistol and the M1A1 carbine, as well as the classic Quick Revive, requiring power to purchase. 2 steps to Easter eggs can also be found in this area, as well as a tool. The first step is a soul box in the form of a baby doll. Located in the right side of the starting area under some windows, on the ground beside a concrete barrier. Killing zombies within a close vicinity of the doll will send their soul flying through the air into the doll, causing it to grow. Killing around 15 zombies will fill the doll, giving the player a reward in the form of a power-up or a gun. There are 9 dolls hidden throughout the map. Filling all will provide the player with access to the Buyable Ending. The second separate Easter egg step in this area is completed by interacting with a gnome found in the left side of the starting area, to the right of an orange traffic barrel blocking a tunnel. This will cause an audio cue to play, confirming you. 2 more are hidden around the map and can be interacted with to play a song. A shovel can also be found near the gnome, on the other side of the tunnel, in between the M1A1 wall buy and another orange traffic barrel. This can be used later in the map on dig sites to give the player rewards. The next area will cost the player 750 points to clear the debris. In this next section of the town square, the player will find the mystery box as well as the Winchester Model 21 available for purchase. The mystery box on this map contains multiple wonder weapons, including the Blundergat that we can later turn into the Acid Gat. Another doll can be found in this area on the ground between the next purchasable debris and a blue bench. I would recommend completing these as you go, as they don't take very many souls to fill, and there are 9 throughout the map, so searching for which one you missed can be tedious. A second gnome can also be found in this area, inside a loading dock to the left of the blue bench, up a ramp near a dumpster. Interacting with it will again provide another audio cue. A second shovel can be found in this area as well, in an area enclosed by brick containing a tree to the right of the mystery box. The last important item in this area is a part of a buildable shield. This part is located on the ground, directly to the left of the first doll, next to a green dumpster. The next area will cost the player 1,250 points to clear the debris. In this area, 3 wall buys are available for purchase: the SVT-40, the WAF-28, and my personal all-time favorite, the MP40, as well as Double Tap. The third doll can also be found in this area, at the end of the street, on the ground in front of a bloody closed door with a sign reading 2 trains. Once completed, the player is now a third of the way to unlocking the Buyable Ending. The next set of debris will cost the player 1,500 points to open, leading to another section of street blocked by a train car. There's much to be found in this area, including 2 wall buys, a perk, another doll, a small Easter egg, another shield part, and multiple sets of debris to be cleared. The wall buys, the Winchester Model 1897 and the M1 Garand, are located on opposite sides of Speed Cola. To the right of Speed Cola, on the ground, you will find the fourth doll needing to be filled with souls. Directly to the right of the doll, on the wall near the ground, the player will find a small image of someone eating a burger. Interacting with it will play a goofy little audio cue of someone taking a bite for everyone in the lobby to hear. The shield part found in this area is to the left of a phone booth next to Speed Cola on the ground. Along the left side of the street is another set of debris available for purchase, costing the player 3,550 points to open. This leads to Juggernog as well as the Buyable Ending, not yet available for purchase. This area also contains a part for the Acid Gap. I would recommend waiting to open this area until the power has been turned on, as it is pretty useless at this point in time. Further up the street, the player will find two more sets of debris, some concrete barriers, and a train car. The train car is blocking the path to power, so I would suggest clearing it first. This will cost the player 1,400 points, leading to stamina up, as well as another doll to complete and a workbench we can later use to create either the shield or acid gap. An open door can also be found located on the right side of the street next to some electrical equipment. This leads to a small room containing the FG42 wall buy, along with another shovel able to be picked up. Inside this small room is also where the fifth doll can be found, laying on the ground in the middle of the room. This is, in my opinion, the most difficult soul box location on the map, so be careful and remain focused. The next area the player should open is through the doors to the left of Stamina Up. This will cost the player 1,500 points. Inside the warehouse, you will find power to the left of the entrance, on the outside of a small room protruding from the wall. To the right of this, Electric Cherry can be purchased. Directly to the right of Electric Cherry, another shovel can be found sticking out of a pile of rocks. Across the room, to the right of some blue barrels, the player will find the M1941 wall buy. The sixth doll can be found on the ground to the left of the power. After completing this soul box, the player will be 2/3 of the way to unlocking the Buyable Ending. The first part for the acid gat is located on top of a blue barrel to the left of the M1941. At this point, I would recommend backtracking and opening the alley in order to purchase Juggernog. Another favorite gun of mine, the STG-44, can also be purchased here as a wall buy. The second part for the acid gat can also be found in this area, on top of a green dumpster to the right of Jug. The Buyable Ending is also located in this area in the form of a payphone. Attempting to interact with it will read the player the message, "This door is opened magically." If you haven't reached round 10 already, you probably will be around now. On round 10, a mini-boss, the Overwatch Elite, also from Half-Life 2, will spawn chasing the players. It is based on the Warden from Mob of the Dead, has some health, is faster than the zombies, and can do some damage, but is relatively easy to beat. There are multiple custom power-ups on this map. One you may see dropped by zombies is a bonfire sail. This power-up doesn't last long, but while it is active, the Pack-a-Punch is heavily discounted, costing 1,000 points to pack and 500 points to repack a gun. There is one other custom power-up that refills an ability later unlocked. Until then, the player will hear "Mystery" when picking it up. The player now has two options for the next area to open. I would recommend clearing the concrete barriers near the green car, costing 1,650 points, mainly to complete the doll in this area. However, you may wish to skip this and clear the train car next if you need to pack a punch or want access to pack in case of a bonfire sale. If so, skip the next part and come back when you clear the concrete barriers. If you choose to clear the concrete barriers, the player will find the Thompson M1A1 wall buy, as well as another workshop to craft either the shield or acid gap. The seventh doll is also located in this area, on the left side of the street, just past some double doors on the ground. The third and final gnome can also be found just beyond the doll on the ground, in the corner. Interacting with it will play a song for the lobby to hear. Careful if you are streaming, as it may be copyrighted. If and when you choose to clear the train car, costing 1,750 points, the player will find train tracks with some grass and trees on the left, as well as a small building labeled Pawn with a couple entrances. On the outside of the small building, the Walther automatic shotgun is available as a wall buy. At the end of the train tracks, against a large metal closed door, you will find Pack-a-Punch. Along the train tracks and in the grassy areas, the player will find dig sites able to be interacted with after acquiring a shovel. They will respawn after a short period and reward the player with anything from guns and power-ups to live grenades or zombies. The best gun you can acquire from these dig sites, as far as I can tell, is the MP7, a custom weapon from Half-Life 2. The 8th doll can be found inside the small building through the entrance to the right of the trash can. Heading through 2 more doors, the doll is located on the ground in the center of the room. The third and final part to build the acid gat can be found through the same entrance directly to the right on a metal table. If built at either of the workshops, the player can turn the blender gat into the acid gat once they have obtained it from the mystery box. The third and final part to the shield can be found through the separate entrance to the small building, along the tracks next to the pawn sign. It is located directly through the entrance on the ground in the left corner of the room. Once acquired, the player can build the shield to protect their back from attacking zombies and use as a weapon. Just hope your game doesn't glitch like mine, causing it to be unable to build. The next area to be opened is located to the right of Pack-a-Punch along the tracks. It will cost the player 2,000 points to open, revealing the Wonder Fizz as well as 3 wall buys: the KG M/21, the Bowie knife, and the AS-44. The 9th and final doll can be found in this area, located on the ground next to a green dumpster near the AS-44. Once complete, the player will receive a message informing them the Buyable Ending has been unlocked. At this point, a special weapon will also spawn, floating above the train tracks near Pack-a-Punch. This weapon is the Ragnarok DG4 from Der Eisendrock, aka the gravity spikes from BO3 multiplayer. They can be used for a short period of time before needing to be recharged, and can be recharged instantly by the mystery custom power-up. There are 2 more doors able to be purchased on the map. The first is to the right of the Wonder Fizz machine, and will cost the player 2,250 points. This leads to a tunnel containing the MG42 wall buy, as well as the other door, purchasable for 4,000 points, leading back to the starting area. As I pointed out previously in the video, the Buyable Ending is located near Juggernog in the form of a payphone. This Buyable Ending is pretty forgiving, only costing the player 25,000 points to purchase. Collect as many of the 16 perks available as you deem necessary, acquire the acid gat if you want, kill zombies, save money, and when you have enough, beat the game. So, I'm not smart enough to put these things together, but I've noticed 2 other possible Easter egg steps while playing the map. One of which is after interacting with a few dig sites, an audio cue will play, similar to the one players hear on Origins when acquiring the golden shovel. The second possible Easter egg I stumbled upon while recording for this video. While under the influence of zombie blood, the player can find 3 dig sites. One near Wonder Fizz, a second can be found by the second doll and double tap, and the third can be found in front of a light gray car near an orange traffic barrel by Stamina Up. Each will reward the player with a free perk power-up after interacting with it. There could potentially be more dig sites around the map during Zombie Blood, and I'm unsure if these can only be found after hearing the audio cue while digging sites, but if you find out, let me know in the comments. And that is ZM Downtown V2. If you're looking for a fun, short, easy map to beat, this is a great option. I haven't played Gary's mod yet, but I definitely plan to in the future. While making this video, I stumbled upon rumors surrounding the original map and its creator, rumors of the creator's passing and the map being haunted, so that might be something I look into in the future. Overall, the map was great, the custom content was fantastic, the Easter eggs were short and easy, but goofy and fun, and it has a ton of replayability. The creator, Greg, did an amazing job, so make sure you leave a rating and feedback in the comments. I read he is potentially making another map, so keep an eye out for that. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment, or even subscribe. If I got anything wrong or missed anything, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate all the support on my last Custom Zombies video. It means a ton to me, and I really enjoy making them, so expect more in the future. Also, check me out on Twitch for live content, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.
Until we meet again.